Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm back sharing with you so many secondhand finds you would not believe. This month, or this video, is going to consist of so many Orchard Toys games. You wouldn't believe it. And you know what? I can't believe it either. Last year I went out and I got loads of Orchard Toys things. And this year, because P's older, she's been playing with them, and I've realised how much she enjoys them. So I went out and brought more than 5, we'll put it like that. Like, the first one I've got is Maisie. I used to love Maisie when I was small. I don't know if you did, but I'd never seen it in a DVD format, and I thought, why not? This was only 50p, and you actually get 2 DVDs inside. I don't know if they were supposed to, but they were in there, and I got 2. So we've got Maisie's Farm, and then we've got Maisie Helps, which is actually what the DVD is. P really likes them. And then one that she loves, and I hate. I found the thing that I want to burn, and that's this. But my god, does it keep her quiet. So this is Meg and Mog. Meg and Mog are stories, children's books, but this was also released as a TV show back in 2003, and it runs for 66 minutes, but each episode is 5 minutes long. So I hear the intro and then the outro and then the intro again every 5 minutes. It's a lot for my brain, but she really likes it. And her favourite one is Baby, and that's number 8. So she has to wait 8 episodes, and each start of the episode she's like, Bubby, Bubby, and I'm like, no, not yet, it'll be on when it's on. And every time I hear the theme tune, Bubby, so on and so forth. So that's Meg and Mog. This was £1. Best and worst pound I've spent, because she loves it so much, but it also makes me lose my insanity. Let's do children's books, shall we? I've got quite a few. I don't think that's going to be a shock to anyone, but I've got some good ones, I think. There are a few that I think, oh, did I really need to get those? First one I've got is this one, and it's a Nick Butterworth hardback. This was £1, and I love this. This is the story of Albert LeBlanc, which is this polar bear, and it's such a special book. I haven't read it, but I got it the other day, and if you know Nick Butterworth, you'll know his illustrations are just out of this world. They are so beautiful. It'd be good if I could turn the bloody page though. I've never read the story, so I don't know what to expect. This is going to go away for a couple of years' time, but I saw it and I couldn't leave it behind. I like the name Albert LeBlanc for a polar bear. There he is. So let me know if you've read this. I went to a charity shop and their books were 30p each or 5 for £1, and I found a couple that I wanted, so I just did the deal. The main one I wanted was Mr. Christmas, obviously going to be put away for Christmas, whether it'll be in her Christmas Eve basket or whether it'll be in her stocking, I'm not too sure, but this is quite a long one. I hadn't brought any of the newer ones just because I didn't really like them. They've got them all on the back there. But Mr. Christmas is obviously a special one. It's actually got glitter. So this was the one that made me want to buy sort of other children's books in the deal. But I love Mr. Men, which you'll soon see in this video. But yeah, got that one. And then along with the deal, I got an Eric Carle. The only ever Eric Carle I've got or read was, sorry, my camera's a little sort of cutting me off today. The only one I've got is obviously The Hungry Caterpillar. So I saw this, and obviously I was going to buy some more books. So I got this one. Eric Carle books are always really colourful. Yeah, this is what it looks like. There we go. So happy we got that one. I always seem to find that I buy the, I don't know what they're called, Book Time. You know when you get like the free books? I always seem to find those in charity shops. Then we got this one. 10 in the Bed, because it's a classic, isn't it? 10 in the bed and the little one said roll over. Really nice illustrations, quite old school I thought, but I really liked that. So she finally has this. That's what that looks like. That is by Penny Dale. Never heard of her before. And then because obviously I just needed to bump up to get free ones, I just got these. I don't rate them, but I needed to get a couple. So we've got Ballerina Bella and the Lucky Locket and Fairy Daisy and the Secret Promise. These are probably books that P will really enjoy looking at when she's older, but they are really pretty books about fairies and stuff. Really nice illustrations. Probably a bit old for now, but that's what that one looks like. And then the other one, which is the purple one, looks like this. God, I can't turn the pages today. They're actually really beautiful illustrations. Found this for 25p. This is the first Dr. Seuss book that P owns, and yeah, I don't know how I feel about Dr. Seuss. You'll have to let me know. I don't really know why I brought it. I just saw it and thought that's a bit cheap, and it's a really nice edition. Like, it's new. It's not like one of those old ones. I've never read this one before. I don't really know how I feel about it. Like, the creatures are a little bit weird. But yeah, this is Horton Hears a Who by Dr. Seuss. So let me know if you've read this. I then found this set, which I've never seen before, and this is Axel Scheffler, which is the illustrator for like all the Julia Donaldson books. This is Mother Goose's Nursery Rhymes. I got this set for £1, which I thought was a really good value for 3 hardback books. And they're just nursery rhymes and all of those sorts of things. I had a little nut tree. Do you remember all those? Mother Goose's Bedtime Rhymes, Playtime Rhymes and Action Rhymes. So what's in this one then? Oh, Pat a Cake, Ring a Ring of Roses, Rocock Horse, Incy Wincy Spider, stuff like that. Alongside the Axel Scheffler one, I found this for 49p. And this is the Bedtime Bear, a pop-up book for bedtime. So this is Ian Whybrow, and we love Ian Whybrow books here as well. So it's got loads of flaps, and it's got pulley things as well up here. Hang on. See? Yeah, I was really chuffed to find this. I've never seen it before. And you've got like different scenes for each of them. I'll get you back in there. I found another Christmas book, obviously, and that is Father Christmas. I don't own Father Christmas. These books aren't really books, they're sort of like comics. I don't know if that's how they were written. I'm not too sure, but Raymond Briggs is one of my favourites, and I just couldn't leave this behind. It's so beautiful. I think it's brand new. There's literally no sign of usage. I could spend hours looking at this. Look at this. It's just so classic and so beautiful. This was £1, so a little bit pricey for me, but never mind. I found this for 59p. Elmer, but this is an old one, a really nice vintage one, which I love. I haven't read Elmer for such a long time, but it was a classic. Like, it was just your classic book that you'd read at school, not necessarily at home. I never had it at home. I think that's why I buy so many books for P, because I didn't have that many when I lived at home, or when I was a little girl. So I'm just buying them all for P now, but I just love Elmer. You get loads of different varieties of that, but I just wanted the classic one. And this is, again, a really, really old publication, this one, which I think is why it feels so special. I got this one. This was from a charity shop, but this is brand new, which I wasn't expecting at all. I didn't realise that some charity shops do that. But you know me, I've been trying to collect these. This was the last one I need, and this was One Mole Digging a Hole. This was £1, so I was happy to pay that. And this is obviously just helping them teach about numbers. So 2 snakes with garden rakes, 4 foxes filling boxes. What else have we got? 5 storks with garden forks. It's just quite funny. It's quite rhymey. 6 parrots pulling up carrots. I like that. So I think P will really, really enjoy that one. A Judith Kerr, again, a really old classic that I haven't seen. I've never read it before. We've got loads of, I don't know if it's Judith Kerr or Carr. I think it's Carr, but I say Kerr. One Night in the Zoo. This is lovely. I got this for 30p. So lovely. It just teaches you all about animals. 5 flamingos turn from pink to blue. I love her illustrations. 6 rabbits climbed a giraffe for the view, but no one knew, and they're like holding up balloons, not balloons, umbrellas. Teaches them about counting. 8 monkeys stuck them back with glue, but nobody knew. Neil had the absolute find. I was at work and he went to a car boot, and he told me when he was on the way home, when he picked me up, he was like, oh, this woman had loads of Topsy and Tim books. And I was like, did you buy them all? He was like, no, I only got 4 because I didn't know whether they were the right ones or not. And I was like, just call me. Why didn't you call me? And just looking at these now fills me with so much heartbreak that he could have brought every single book in the new Topsy and Tim collection and he didn't. He tried. He did well, but not enough. So he got 4. She was selling them at 25p each. I could have got the whole collection for like £4. But oh no, he only brought 4. So we've got Topsy and Tim Move House, Topsy and Tim at the Farm, Topsy and Tim Go to the Zoo, and Topsy and Tim Visit London. This one's my favourite. I love this one so much. It's just so lovely. So they go to London, they go on the tube. Oh, it's so nice. And then at the back of each book they've got maps. And the map, obviously in the London one, is actually London, which I really, really like. I think it's so special. And yeah, if you watch us, you will know that P loves Topsy and Tim so much. So when Neil only got 4, I was a little bit devastated. Not only for P, but also for myself. Because I just love them. I love Topsy and Tim so much. And this is the one when they move house and they lose their cat. They're just really nice stories. And these are a firm favourite for P. She always has these out. So we've got 4 Topsy and Tim. Wish we had like 25, but never mind. My collection that I brought for P with books this month comes out, and that is Mr. Men. If you watched me for a while, you will know that last year I got given all of my Mr. Men books that I used to own when I was younger, and the collection wasn't finished. Since then I have been on the hunt to try and finish the collection. I went to a charity shop yesterday and I managed to find all bar 2 that I need. So I need 1 Little Miss and 1 Mr. Men book, and that is Mr. Clumsy and Little Miss Fickle. Although I think I had Little Miss Fickle, I just don't know where it's gone. So I found the originals, and then I also found 2 additionals. So I just showed you Mr. Christmas that I got, but I also found these 2, and I thought as a nice little gift I can bundle them up. So she's got Mr. Christmas, Little Miss Christmas, and Mr. Men 12 Days of Christmas. So that is what this one looks like, Little Miss Christmas. They're all in perfect condition. They are literally, I don't even think they've been read. They're just such lovely stories, and each one of these Mr. Men books I'm now about to show you, they were only 49p, which is a lot for the size, but because they're so special to me and because I'm collecting them, and I've only need 2 out of something ridiculous like 60 odd books. This must be where my collection addiction has come from, these books. But yeah, and then the 12 Days of Christmas, Mr. Muddle goes round each month and gives a different Mr. Men and Little Miss character like a present, which I really, really like. So we've got that one as well, which will go away for Christmas. And then the other ones that I needed, we have got, I left all the prices on, I don't know why. So we've got Mr. Perfect, Mr. Noisy, Mr. Good, Mr. Rush, Mr. Wrong, Mr. Busy, and Mr. Cool. Now, I don't actually need Mr. Cool and Mr. Good because these are the newer ones. So my editions, they finished here at Mr. Cheerful. So this isn't going to focus. These 3 ones are new, whereas the older ones, they finished here. So I've got all of these bar Mr. Clumsy. Here, Mr. Clumsy, he's green. This is the one that I need for the Mr. Men. But these other ones were here, and I just thought I may as well, because they're immaculate. But they haven't been read. And another problem that I struggled with was some of the new publications. They had this branding here, the publisher, on the spine. I can't have that because all of my spines are white and they don't have publication labels here, so it then ruins the thing. Because if you didn't know, I don't know if it shows it in the, yeah, they have all of the books like this, like all the spines make up Little Miss Library or Mr. Men Library, so I can now pretty much finish it, which I'm so happy about. These books are so lovely. You'll have to let me know if you read them or if you had them when you were growing up. They just bring back such lovely fond memories of reading with my dad, because he used to read me one every single night. And now I've got them, I'm going to put them on a shelf and I'm going to do it for P, because it just, these are my childhood right here. If any book could sum up my childhood, it would be Mr. Men or Little Miss. First Orchard toy game that I brought recently that really sparked it all off is this one, and this is the lunchbox game. This one is incredible. I got this for 75p and all the pieces were in it, and basically it's the concept of what P likes to do is like the lotto style games. So what you do in this one is you have a lunchbox like so, and then you have the 6 places, and what you have to do is you have to find what you've got in your lunchbox with, bear with me, these little cards. So I don't know if I've got one. Yes, here. So I've got the cucumber here. So I'll say to P like, oh, can you find me the cucumber? And then she'll point at the lunchbox and she'll take this. Sometimes she puts the cucumber on top of the cucumber, or she'll put it actually in the square, but she loves it and she can do every single lunchbox. In this one there are 4 lunchboxes and 24 individual things, and she can put every single one on the place card. And it just blew my mind, and I thought, oh my god, she's so clever, and I didn't even realise, which I know sounds really harsh or naive, or I underestimated her, but I couldn't believe it. So I was like, right, let's get on this and let's really try and get her like learning, I guess, because it is educational, and she absolutely loves it. So I would say this one is one of her favourites. So if you have got like a 2 or 3 year old and you haven't got any of these, I definitely recommend this one. So that one's the lunchbox game. Another one of her favourites is this one. This was £1. It's slightly more beaten up like the boxes, but again, this was only £1 and I got all the pieces. These things always really stress me out, buying these secondhand and not having all the pieces in their box. But if you do ever get one that's not complete, if you go on the Orchard Toys website and send them an email, you can sometimes request for a missing piece. If you tell them which piece is missing and you can work it out, send them an email and they'll be able to send you one out free of charge. I think you're only limited to like maybe 3 pieces sent to your house for free a year, but it's a good tip to know. So even if you have some and you've got some pieces missing, it's worth noting. So this one, again, it's the same concept. So you've got 5 place cards with all the different pieces, and you need the pieces to make the end pizza. Is this a pizza? Yeah. So there we go. That's what that looks like. I'm just going to take a piece out at random and hope that it's one that's on the thing. No, this is icing sugar. But obviously, we don't play the game. There's spinners and stuff, and you can play a game properly. But I just get P to place things, and I'll ask her what it is or where it goes and stuff like that. But they're just so educational and they're so multifunctional. Like I said, you don't have to play the game. You can just leave, I just leave them out on the table and she'll pick which one she wants to play and we get it out and we do it together. So it's nice, it's different to watching telly, it's different to reading books. So I really like this one, and this one's Crazy Chef. So I definitely recommend this one. To go alongside one that I already own, but I've put it away for Christmas because I got it, I think it was last year or the year before, in the Black Friday sale. This is shopping list, but this is the booster pack. This is clothes. So in the shopping list one, you get normal shopping lists, whereas in this one, let me try and open it. Actually, I'll just turn it around here. You've got the 2 trolleys and then you've got the list, and this is the clothes one. So there are hats and there's scarves, and I'll show you because I would like to see this. I like to know what I'm buying before I buy it. So here we go. So you have 2 trolleys in the booster pack, but in the original I think you have 4, and then inside it, I don't know if you can see, but you've got the little squares, and then you have a shopping list each. Whether you play each or whether you do it together, it doesn't matter. And then you've got the things you've got to find. So for example, I'll say to P like, what do you want to find? Do you want to find the scarf? She'll find the scarf, and then I'll be like, okay, put it in your trolley, and then she'll pop it on the trolley. So things like that, they're just so good. So if you go to Car Boots, definitely keep an eye out for Orchard Toys because they're always about. And they've got a couple of these booster packs. I think it's a fruit and veg one as well as the clothes one. But we're literally lucked out with finding this one. I can't shut the box. This was only 50p. And I love it. I'm so happy I found that. So that one is a good one. One that isn't a game, but one that I really like doing, and one that P likes, are these flashcards. I got these for 50p, and I didn't know what to expect with these. I didn't know whether she would really know what things are, but again, I feel really bad. She knows every single one, and there's 50. These are cards, so they're not as thick as, say, like one of the pieces. I thought that's what they would be like, but I will literally just give these to P. She'll be sat on the sofa and she'll say what they are, umbrella, and then it also says it at the back as well. So we've got frog, duck, so many different ones, cat, chicken, fish, jam, but there's also like queen in here, and she knows a queen, and I thought, how the hell do you know that's a queen? And king, but she says daddy, of course she does. And then there's also 1 to 10 as well, but she doesn't know her numbers, but she'll just say boys and stuff like that. So she's getting there. See, there's a king. Really, really good educational toys that I completely overlooked, and I thought they were pointless. I really thought flashcards were just a waste of time, but they're not, and the fact they're Orchard toys, I just love them a little bit more. But yeah, for 50p, they opened my eyes up quite a lot to P and what she can do, and I was really, really impressed and proud, and I feel like a really proud parent at the moment. She's going through a stage where she surprises me every single day, and she'll come out with new words, and I'll just think, oh my god, like, well done, you're doing so well. Another one, and I actually found this one, and this one was £1, again from a car boot, and this is 2x2 Noah's Ark memory game. They've actually rebranded this. They've got a newer version. We've got the old version. This is really old. It's like 20 years old. But the concept is that you have these place cards. You have 2 of each, obviously. She calls this rain. Again, I didn't know she knew what rain was. And then you have Noah's Ark. I'm going to try and hold it carefully because they all come out at the bottom. So you've got this letterbox design up at the top. So you find your 2 and you put them in. Blah blah. P doesn't do that. She finds a card, she says what it is, and she puts it in. But it's a really good game. She doesn't play it properly, I don't think. I don't know what the rain cards do, but again, it's just a really good game that keeps her quiet and it keeps her mind going, as opposed to just being brain dead watching the telly, which I find that she's doing quite a lot at the moment. I'll get one of these out and I'll put the radio on, so she's concentrating on what she's doing. She's paying attention as opposed to just posting things in the box and watching telly. So we've got 2x2, which I really, really like. I picked up a couple of sort of older ones. So I got this one. This was £1, and this is Rhyme Robber. I really like this one. This one had 1 piece missing. I actually need to send an email to Orchard Toys to see if I can get a replacement. This one, I don't really know what you do with this. You have little robbers with sacks like this, and then you've got this, so pair, chair, square, bear, like that. And then you have little discs like that. Don't know if there we go. And then I think you have to put it on in order. I don't really get it, but it was £1, and I just thought I would like to get some for when she is older and she's ready to sort of develop a little bit. I can't get these bloody boards back in the things after I've got them out. But yeah, we've got that one. So I was happy to find that one. We'll put that one away for when she's older. I might even wrap it up as a Christmas present for her one year. Pop to the Shops is one that I got yesterday. I'm trying to be quiet because P's asleep. This was 99p. This is a game. I don't know how I'm going to show you. Hang on. So this is all about counting money. So you have this place card. You've got 4 of these, and then in each section you pick your shop that you want to do. So this one is the mini market, and then it's all about, you have money and all about sort of giving money and taking it back and working out the difference. So it is definitely older. It says from age 5 to 9, but I saw it and I thought, I'm not leaving that behind, because I've only got a few more that I need to get that I'd like. This was one of them. This one is an older one. This is 20 years old. 1999, I think. Yeah, 1999. So this is an older one. They have, again, rebranded it, and it is a lot newer. But I saw it and I just wanted it, so I picked that one up. It is missing the dice and the people, but things like that I don't mind. As long as I've got the cards, that is the main thing that I look for. And then this is the last Orchard Toys one that I've got to show you. This is Fruit Frenzy. I got this at it's called like a yard sale, but I don't live in America, but that's what it was called. It was outside people's houses and stuff. This is called Fruit Frenzy. I don't really know the concept of the game. I just get P to match the fruit. So in the box you've got loads of different fruits. I think you literally just have what's on the front. So a pear, strawberry, pineapple, apple, banana, orange and raspberry. And I just get her to find all the correct fruit and just match it together. But there is a game and you spin it and stuff. But this was £1. And then the final game that I got for her this month is this. She calls this her Sam game because she has the Poppy and Sam Farmyard Tales books. I've spoken about them loads by Usborne. And this is the illustrations and the Farmyard Tale game. So she calls this her Sam game and she loves this, as do I. This was £1.50 and I don't think it was ever used because it's in immaculate condition. And it's the same concept. I feel like lotto games at the moment are just what we need. So you have the board, really nice, colourful, beautiful illustrations, and then you have the matching card. So Pig obviously goes there and she can do them all. And then the other thing I like is that you also have cards with words on which match here. So I could say to P, can you put the pig on pig like that? Or I can get the plain word one. I don't know if I've got one for an example here. Fox. Have I got fox on my board? No. Rabbit? No. But for example, this says fox, so I can say, can you find the word fox and put it on your picture fox? Vice versa. So it's a really versatile game. I love it. You've got 4 boards, green, red, yellow and blue, and I really, really like them. That is all the games that I've brought for P. I feel like that's very excessive, but they're going to stay with us for a really long time. They never ever age, I don't think. Clearly, you can tell. And then I also got P a bit of clothing that I haven't shown you. This, I don't really buy P clothing anymore from charity shops because she's just got so many clothes now. But I brought this and I really, really like it. It's this little swing dress with long sleeves, but it's got elastic on them so they can be rolled up. And this is originally from Baby Zara. P's never ever had clothes from Baby Zara before. This is in the size, oh god, I've got the hiccups, 18 to 24 months. I don't know if that's going to focus. There we go. And this is only 25p. Bargain. Love it. It's sort of like, I don't know if it's paisley or not. It's just a really pretty design and I really liked it. And it's one of those tops that I don't have to iron, which I love. So yeah, that is everything that I got for P this month. I could have squealed with delight when I found these. And that is the Joe Wicks Lean in 15 3 cookbooks. I couldn't believe I found these. These were £1.50 each, which is so cheap. They do them on deals and stuff on Amazon, but £1.50 is incredible and I've never seen them. So we've got the original one. I don't know the difference. The shape plan, I don't do this to stay in shape, I just do it for inspiration. And then the sustain plan. I don't have a favourite because I'm still working my way through the recipes, but they're so good. I really, really like them. My friend Becky had, I think she's got the red one, and she was like, oh, I always eat from the lean, I call them the lean machines, they're not, the Lean in 15 books. But they really are good. There's loads of chicken recipes in here, which I like. And for someone that only eats chicken, sometimes sausages, it's nice to have a lot of variety. A lot of the recipes, I will say, do come with rice. For example, I cooked this last night. Someone wrote in it and they've also done like loads of different coloured tabs at the top. I don't know if you can see. She had her own little plan as to when she'd eat certain meals. But I just really liked this meal. So I had a cheeky chicken fried rice last night. That was really good. I've also had the fajita rice. There's loads of things like the ramens, and there's loads of things that I wouldn't necessarily ever cook, but because there's not really many difficult ingredients, I'm more tempted to try them. And I want things to be different for P. There was a really nice carbonara in here that I wanted to try. What are the other ones? See this one, a Korean chicken rice bowl. There's no picture, but I would never really go for something like that, but I actually like the sound of it. This is the fajita chicken fried rice. This was really, really good. I really liked that. even know where to start with the books. I haven't got that many. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Is 13 a lot? Probably to most people, but to me and my book hauls, that's not that many. I will start off with this one because I've shown it briefly before in one of my Poundland hauls. And that's Debbie Johnson Coming Home to the Comfort Food Cafe. I think this is book 2. I'm not too sure, but this is what it looks like. I'm not going to read the blurb because I don't want to ruin the others for myself. So I've got that one. I also picked this one up. I thought it was the first in the series, but it's not. It's the second. And I don't know if I'm going to read it. This is one of the books that I see or heard all about on BookTube when I used to watch BookTube all the time for recommendations. Whereas now I feel like I found my feet as to what I like. This, yes, Unbecoming of Mara Dyer. This is the first one. And this one is the evolution of Mara Dyer. This, I think, is supposed to be quite creepy. It's about a girl that was involved in a car crash and everyone died, but she didn't, and then she's seeing and hearing weird shit. I don't know why I picked it up. I thought I'd like it, and then I realised actually I might find it a little bit spooky. If you've read the first one, leave me a comment, let me know if you enjoyed it, because I can always read the first one on my Kindle. The only reason why I picked this one up was because it was only 25p, and I thought, let's just give it a go. But then I realised it was the second one. So yeah, let me know your thoughts. Let me know if you've read the first one and if you think I would like it. I do like series, but I get scared. So let me know if that will scare me. Another one that I found, which is really rare to find. I feel like this is really, really rare to find. And then I found this one. This is by Jenny Han. You'll know I love Jenny Han. I've got her books down here. I've got her 2 series. And this is another one of her series. And this is Burn for Burn. This was, again, only 25p. Because I've read her other 2 series, I wanted to try this one. This is book 1. I think there's only 2 book series. Bad things can happen even to good girls, and sometimes the only way to make things right is to do something wrong. Lilia used to trust boys, but not after what happened this summer, so she'll do anything to stop the same thing happening to her sister. Cats over the rumours, the insults, the cruel jokes, and made at her expense. It all goes back to one person, her ex-best friend, and now it's payback time. 4 years ago, Mary left town because of a boy. Now she's back, she's going to go after him, and she's going to make him pay. 3 very different girls want the very same thing, revenge, sweet revenge, and they won't stop until they've had the taste. So it's like a teen book, but I'm down for that. I found this one. I don't know if I got the first one, but I've got one by Annie Darling, and I think it's just called The Lonely Hearts at the Bookshop. I don't know where it is on my shelf. I couldn't tell you. But I've got one of hers before, and I saw this and I thought, well, I can't leave it on its own, can I? And I like the spine, like it's metallic. I don't think I have a metallic spine, you know. I don't. One of a kind. So yeah, got that one. And I did have comments on that video saying that it's a part of a series, but I think you can pick and read the books as you want. But True Love at a Bookshop, I'm all about that life. Because I found a Jane Green. This is 50p? 50p or 30p, I can't remember. Jane Green Summer Secrets. This is what it looks like. That's the Bernardo sticker. This is 50p. This one is one that I didn't need. Hold my hands up. I don't need this one because I've already read it. I borrowed it from the library. I've read it, I've done it, but I found it and I need it for my shelf to finish off my collection. This is Caroline Roberts, The Cozy Tea Shop in the Castle. I had been trying to find this bloody book for months, and then I read it. Within a month I found it at a charity shop. No, it wasn't at a charity shop, it was at an independent bookshop that sells second-hand books for £1. This book, I loved the Caroline Roberts Christmas Chocolate Shop one. That was one of my favourite books I read this year. I just loved it. This book didn't compare. It was, I don't know how to describe it. It was just a bit flat, a little bit predictable, a bit raunchy, despite what the cover shows. I liked it. I liked it enough to spend £1 on it to put it on my shelf, but I wouldn't recommend it over the other one. And this, which I was really shocked that I found this. it's been out for about a year in hardback. Then she released the paperback. I love the paperback version, but it's Giovanna Fletcher's Happy Mum, Happy Baby. Now, I saw a load of this online when it first got released, and everyone raved about it. And I stayed away from it because I felt like everyone that raved about it was mum vloggers. Just wanted to stay away from the hype for a bit because I didn't know whether it was genuine or not. But I found it was only 50p, and I've never really read, I believe it's like an autobiography, it's not a story. I'm going to give this a go. I don't know how I feel about books like this because I like just to get immersed in a story, and this is obviously true life and stuff, but it might be relatable. So, and I love Giovanna Fletcher. I love her stories on Instagram. I love them as a family. I love their videos. I love her as an author. So definitely going to give this a go. So Happy Mum, Happy Baby. Love the colour and spine of that. I found some Jennies. I've got quite a lot of Jenny Colgan's, and I've only read one, but it's one of those things. I've started the collection. I'm not going to stop now. I found these for 50p each. Yeah, 50p each. I got two old ones. Now, I wouldn't normally buy these because I look for them in this edition. These were published a really long time ago, and I don't believe they have been released in this style. So I saw them and I thought, you know what, I'm just going to bite the bullet. They can go with my Jennies, but they can go behind, so they won't, their spines won't be on show. First world problems, I know, but I've just really wanted them, and I've been looking for them for so long. And these are, even though they're old, they're in really, really good conditions. Like the spines aren't cracked, and that was one thing I was looking for. When you look at old books, some of them are really, really tatty. But I'm really, really happy to find these. So we've got Jenny Colgan, Where Have All the Boys Gone? And Jenny Colgan, Do You Remember the First Time? I'll put the blurbs at the back so you can pause and you can read. So this one is Where Has All the Boys Gone? And then this one is Do You Remember the First Time? I need to make priority to read these books. There we go. And then I found this one. This is one that Ellie had, and I was so jealous because she collects books, but she doesn't read them like I do. And I was like, I want that book. It's the new edition, I want it. And I found it, albeit mine's a tatty version compared to hers, but it doesn't matter. And this is The Good, the Bad and the Dumps, and this one just sounds really funny. So I've got 3 more books to show you, and they are by Katie Ford. Again, I've started to collect and I haven't read a single one of her books, but everyone says that they're really good, and I'm going to try it. And I was going to read one before I filmed this video to show you that I've got some more. But then I got my Kindle and I just got absorbed on my Kindle. So when I finish reading the series that I'm on, she's going to be one of the first ones I read. I've got the ones here. I've got Secret Garden, Summer at the Sea, and I've also got these ones. So I've got A French Affair. This one sounds good. Is what that one says. There we go. I got that one for £1. And then I found these two on a whim, and they were 25p each, and I was like, sod it, they're 25p, I'm gonna get them. So we've got Love Letters. This is about a bookshop. I haven't even read the blurbs of these. How bad is that? So that is the blurb of Love Letters. And then finally we have got Katie Ford, Wedding Season. And then that is what the blurb reads, like that. And I do love a book, don't I? It's a bit obscene. That is everything that I got this month. I think I did pretty well. I did really, really well. I feel like I didn't go to charity shops for such a long time because I was so busy with the wedding and then getting married and all of that. I didn't go to charity shops at all. And then when I came home, I was like, I've got to hit them. I've got to hit the sea shops. I've got to hit the car boots. And I just went crazy. And this is the result of me going crazy. But in reality, I saved myself so much money instead of buying it brand new. And P's got some lovely toys that she loves and books. And I've got enough books to last me a lifetime. I don't know when I'm going to read all these. I really don't. I need a new shelf. That's what's worrying. I got this shelf for Christmas and it's full. Slightly worrying. I'll get there. never going to get rid of them though. Love them too much. Anyway, I'm going to go have a tea because my throat is dry, and I hope you all enjoyed it. Answer my questions. I don't know what I've said, what I haven't said, but yeah, answer some questions. I hope you've had a good time, and I'll see you all in my next video. Bye.